Hi, I'm Colin and welcome to How to Paint Watercolors. So if you're ready, we'll get started and we'll paint this one. Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel How to Paint Watercolors with me Colin. I've stretched my paper. I'll give you a quick run round of the colours. There is permanent magenta, phthalo blue with indigo in it, straightforward indigo, indigo and burnt umber. This is a little bit of cerulean blue, Venetian red and burnt umber. With that we'll get started. This is £140 knot paper, watercolour paper from Winsor & Newton. This is some permanent magenta, just stroke that in there. I'm not even going to clean the brush. There is a thin film of water on the paper, I always leave one, just covering all the bushes. Bring the two colours together, taking some indigo. This is a night scene, I forgot to tell you, in a forest. Straightforward indigo, just for the deeper sky. As we start to deepen it, around the edges. And I'm just going to really add some permanent magenta to the centre. And whilst that is like that, I'm going to take a coin and a kitchen towel. I'm going to wrap that up in it, nice and tight, so you end up with a circle. And you can take your, get this one pretty high, your moon out, all done in one go. Then with some thick indigo and burnt umber, I'm going to drop some clouds in. And bring it out to the corner. We will be lifting a little paint out. Just creating some nice cloud shapes. We will be using white in this, I think. I'm going to pop these bushes in while I'm here. It's just an indication. And I'm just going to leave this to just start to dry a little bit, and the paper will be at the right level when it looks like velvet. Okay, you can see the paper, it's still wet up here, but where I want it dry around in the middle where the magenta is, it has actually gone like velvet. So just restate these clouds, smaller as they come closer. And with my kitchen towel, kitchen roll, I just want to take out some edges around the clouds, just to lighten it slightly in areas. Moving on to a clean piece. Then I'm going to leave that to dry. Now that's dry, I'm going to take some of the indigo and burnt umber. I just add a little bit of magenta to that. Add a little bit of water just to thin it slightly. Break open my oil brush and we can come to the background trees, and I'm just, as I can't see where my drawing was, let's put a few bushes in, and trees and foliage. There's a tree here as well. And I'm just stippling this in a little bit thicker, just to make one or two areas a little bit darker. Like I say, we don't often use white, but sometimes it can help. Use it very carefully. Don't allow it to get too much paint on the brush like I did there. Where this tree is. Just so I know where everything is. Take a damp brush and just soften some of this into the snowbank. Little water on the brush, don't mind it running, it doesn't matter. And add some shadow here while I'm here in these bushes. Just catch the bottom, pull it in for shadow. Just fill it in one or two spots. Okay, and you're going to let that dry. Okay, I think that's dry enough to carry on. I'm just going to bring some permanent magenta into there with a little Venetian red, and I'm going to darken it with just a touch of whatever's left in here to bring it to a very deep purple. Take a rigger brush, and what I actually want to do is just bring some tree trunks into this, branches. One here with no leaves on it. We can always add more later. I just want to bring it to a lighter side of that. This is quite an opaque colour, and it's night. And I'm just going to drop some of the indigo and burnt umber onto the left hand side of this. Bringing some branches out. Come round to this one. And as the moon is coming down basically the centre, or just off centre, I'm going to put the shadow side on the other side. And once again, that has to dry. I've just taken some white paint and I've just put it in there. And I'm going to add a little bit of blue to it, just to change the colour slightly. I'll take my oil brush, and hopefully we should be able to add some highlights onto this. Blue in it, I think. Always leaving some of the dark to show through. Now these kind of scenes, I don't mind it picking up some of the paint from the underneath. Some more blue in it, I think. Think about the shape of your bush and how it is, and where you think the snow and the highlight would be on it. I want to change the colour a little bit for this. Purpley colour. I want to bring it in here with a little bit of magenta. I'm just dropping some magenta in there just to take it off the brush. That's the colour we're looking for. These are fun to do if you make a change. going to take a little bit of white paint, just put it on the end of the brush. And right on the tips, just where the moonlight would catch it, do you think? This is a great one to paint at Christmas. Not too much on these. I'm beginning to mess now, so I'm going to stop. If you've enjoyed these videos, please click the like button and subscribe. Subscribers are always welcome. Please leave a comment. All comments are welcome. And this is where you get to sign it, mount it and frame it. And once again, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. And so until next time, thank you.